Hi, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us for our advanced yoga session. My name is Lara, and if you have any questions at all, or if something doesn't feel good, please let me know. You can type that into the chat. I will always have that open while we move, and we'll just go ahead in there. And make sure that you pace yourself. This class will be a little bit quicker than the rest of the week, and so just if you need me to slow down or anything too, please feel free to let me know about that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We will come onto our mat and we're gonna start with a little joint warm up before we begin, so we let our bodies know that we're gonna be using that today. So we're gonna take your right foot up, and then you'll go ahead and rotate your ankle a few times one direction, and then let's go the opposite direction. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the right foot down, and then we'll lift your left foot up, and we'll rotate again, doing about, 3 to 5 circles, one direction, and then going the opposite direction when you're ready. Beautiful. And then we're going to slowly bring both feet down. We'll bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We'll bend your knees, bring your hands right above your knees. We'll move the knees around a little bit in one direction. And then let's go ahead and do that in the other direction. And so this just helps the body know that we're going to be using it, so the joints are warmed up. And then we'll bring our hands onto our hips. We'll pretend like we have a hula hoop on, and we're going to wiggle the hips in one direction a few times, and then going the opposite direction. Really nice. And then we're going to slowly start to come back to neutral. Let's lower your arms alongside your body. You can shake your shoulders out, and we're going to begin to twist from side to side. If you have any back issues, make sure you lift your heel up as you twist. So you can do something like this, or you can keep both heels down and sway out from side to side. And just notice how that feels, starting to loosen up the spine a little bit. And then we're going to come back to neutral. Let's inhale, lift your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we'll bring the hands to the heart center, exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. Reaching the arms up high, exhale, hands to the heart center. One more time, let's inhale, we'll reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands back to the heart center. Take a moment and close your eyes. And set an intention for your practice today. Maybe it's to rest, maybe it's to release any tension you might have, or just feel grateful that you're able to take this time out for you. We'll begin to inhale, reach your arms forward. We're going to bring our forefingers inside, thumb on top, and we'll open and close your arms. And just go as far as that feels good for you. Hopefully feeling the front of the shoulders open up. 2 and 1, and then we'll gently shake that out. We'll still work with your shoulders. So we're going to take your right elbow, you're going to lift that up and roll that back. And then we'll do that on the left side. Lift the elbow up and roll it back. We'll do that a couple more times to each side. So right arm up and back, and left arm up and back. And again, we'll do the right arm up and back, and then the left arm up and back. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands to our hips. We're going to look over our right shoulder, to the left shoulder, to the right shoulder, to the left shoulder. One more time from side to side, and then coming back. And we'll come to neutral. Bring your chin to your chest. Let's inhale, lift your head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhaling up at the ceiling. Last one, chin to the chest. Inhale up at the ceiling. And then we're going to come to neutral, and we'll come step towards the front of your mat, or that short part of your mat. From here, we'll place the feet about hip distance apart, maybe spread your toes a little bit. Let's bring our hands to our heart center once again, and maybe connect with the intention that you set. Taking a big inhale. And exhaling. Let's slowly release the arms down. We'll inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Maybe taking a slight lean back, lift your heart up. We'll reach your arms out wide, bend the knees, hinge from the hips to fold forward, chin to the chest. For our first one, we're just going to inhale, keeping the knees slightly bent, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Pressing to the feet, let's rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll begin with our deeper practice now. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way back up. Exhale, we'll swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale, looking up halfway, lengthening the spine. Exhale, we'll come bring the hands back down and in. Pressing through the left foot, we'll step your right leg back into a lunge. Let's drop down to the knee. Inhale, we'll reach and sweep the arms up. Exhale, we're going to slowly lower your hands down onto the ground. Let's straighten through the front left leg, flex the toes towards the head, feel your tailbone extend back. We'll bring your toes over to the left, then inward, rotate to the right. Inhale, we'll come back. Exhale, we'll bend into the knee, hands down. We'll step our feet back, downward dog. Let's inhale, bring our body towards a plank. Exhale, we'll lower down chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Do what's appropriate for your body. Inhale, lift for up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Gazing between the thumbs, we'll inhale, step your right foot forward. Exhale, bring your left foot to meet it, fold forward. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold back down and in. Pressing to the feet, we'll rise all the way to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, let's reach back up. Exhale, we'll swan dive as you fold forward. Inhaling up halfway. Exhale, we'll lower our hands down, stepping the left foot back into a lunge, dropping down to the knee. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to lower the hands down on either side of the right foot, straightening through the front right leg, flexing the toes. Let's bring your toes over to the right. Inhale, lift up, and exhale over to the left. Coming back up, we're going to exhale, bend into the knee, hands on either side of the foot. We'll step our feet back, downward dog. Inhale, coming to plank. Exhale, lowering down to chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, lift the chest up, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling, we'll gaze between the thumbs. We'll step our left foot forward and right foot to meet it, folding forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we'll slowly fold forward. Pressing to the feet, we'll rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, let's lift your arms all the way back up. Exhale, we'll swan dive as you fold forward. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, we're going to lower the hands down. Let's walk or jump both feet back to plank. We're going to exhale, lower down chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale and exhale. Now, while you're in this downward dog, we've already been here, but let's kind of visit this a little bit deeper. Maybe your knees are slightly bent. Feel your tailbone lift up towards the sky, belly draws towards the spine, pressing to the hands. Notice the breath. 3, 2, and 1. We'll gaze between the thumbs. We'll walk or jump your feet back to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, look up. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Pressing to the feet, rising all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, let's lift back up. This time, let's grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. You're going to lift your left arm up, and then we'll lean over to the right. Keep bleeding. I lost my earpiece. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, come back up. We'll grab hold of the right wrist with the left hand, lift your right arm up, and then lean over to the left. Feeling that sideways stretch. 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, come back up. Let's bring the hands together. Maybe pull the arms behind the ears. 2, 1. We're going to exhale as you swan dive and fold forward again. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, we'll lower your hands back down. We're going to walk or jump your feet back to plank. Now this time, let's drop both of the heels over to the right. The feet don't have to be on top of one another. Maybe they're staggered. We'll reach your left arm to the sky. Maybe looking at the thumb if that feels okay for your neck. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the left hand down, dropping the heels to the left. We'll reach your right arm to the sky, maybe looking up at your right thumb. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to exhale, we'll lower the hands down. Let's lower our body down, chaturanga. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking an inhale and exhale, spreading the fingers wide. Find more space in your body. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Gazing between the thumbs, we're going to walk or jump your feet back to the top of the mat. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Pressing through the feet, we'll rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, let's reach the arms back up. Exhale, we're going to lean over to the right again. You can grab hold of the wrists if you like that, or just reach your hands together. Inhale, back up, and then exhale over to the left. Inhaling, coming back up. Let's exhale, reach the arms back, lift the heart up. 2, and 1. We're going to release the hands, swan dive as you fold forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to lower your hands down. We'll walk or jump your feet back to plank. Once again, let's drop the heels over to the right, left arm to the sky. Exhale, we're going to lower the left hand down, heels to the left and right arm to the sky. Beautiful work. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the hands down, taking chaturanga. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So starting to feel your body open up as we revisit these shapes. From here, we're going to gaze between the thumbs. We'll step your right foot between your hands. Come on the ball of the back left foot. Pressing through the feet. We'll inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Feel the inner thighs squeeze together. Draw the belly towards the sky. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hands down on either side of the foot. Let's keep the left hand under the shoulder, and we'll inhale, reach your right arm to the sky, taking a twist. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower your hand down. Let's turn our toes to the left, coming to take a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe bending and straightening the legs a few times, feeling those hamstrings open up. You can move your shoulders a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to press to the feet. Bring your hands together. We'll inhale, rise all the way up. We're going to reach the arms out wide. We're going to bring your right toes forward and bend into your right knee, warrior B. Let's lower the left hand down. We'll inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, or maybe lean it back if that feels okay for your body. 2, and 1. We're going to windmill the hands all the way down on either side of the foot, stepping your right foot back to meet your left. Let's lower your body down, chaturanga. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. Gazing between the thumbs, we're going to step our left foot between the hands, ball of the right foot, squeezing the inner thighs together, pressing through the ground. We'll inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Feeling the belly draw towards the spine. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the hands down, right hand under the shoulder. Let's lift your left arm to the sky as you take a twist. 2, and 1. We're going to lower the left hand down. We'll turn our toes to the right this time, coming to take that wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you're going to bend and straighten the legs a few times, feeling the hamstrings open up. Notice the sensation in the body. 2, and 1. We're going to press to the feet, bring your hands together. We'll rise all the way back up. Reaching the arms out wide. We're going to turn your left toes forward. We'll bend into the knee, warrior B. Let's lower your right hand down. Maybe inhale, reach that left arm to the sky, or leaning back a little bit, finding that space in your body. We'll exhale as you windmill the hands all the way down on either side of the foot, stepping your feet back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more breath like that. Inhale. And exhale. So we're gonna slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Slight bend in the knees. We'll bring our belly and thighs so they connect. Let's take your first two fingers. You're gonna place that on the inside of the big toes. The thumb's gonna go on top of the big toes. We'll roll the shoulders back, melt the heart down, and maybe folding forward a little bit, keeping the chin to the chest. So again, just kind of go to the place where it feels good for your body. If a full extension is not great for you, listen to that. Just go to where it feels good. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna inhale, look up halfway. We're gonna slowly release our hands. We're gonna walk our hands to the front of our mat. We'll gaze between the thumbs and we're gonna walk or jump your feet forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold down and in. Pressing to the feet, we'll rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Give yourself a sweet smile. So we're gonna start to take this a little bit deeper now. So we're gonna release the hands. We'll bring the feet to their hip distance apart. We'll inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, you're gonna bend the knees, hinge from the hips to fold forward once again. We're gonna bend the knees and move into a pose called Utkatasana, so chair pose. You're gonna keep your knees bent. Imagine you're sitting in a seat and maybe reaching the arms high. And then notice what happens to your back. See if you can anchor your rib cage to get the back a little bit stronger. Feeling the core engage, pressing down. Notice what's happening in the knees. If they're going in a little bit, try to press them out towards your pinky toes. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, we'll lower our hands down. We're gonna walk or jump our feet back to plank. So let's continue adding on that side arm balance. So we'll drop the heels to the right, left arm to the sky, reaching. Maybe even take that left arm overhead. 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale, lower the left hand down, heels to the left. We'll lift our right arm to the sky. Maybe reaching and stretching, maybe taking that arm all the way over your head. And then if you'd like to, lowering the hand down. You can always go straight to downward dog, but if you want chaturanga, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. Bringing the feet a little bit closer together. We're gonna take your right leg high, point your toe, and then you're gonna bend your right knee, try to open up your hip. Maybe taking a few circles with that knee in the sky, going one direction, and then let's go the other direction. 2, and 1. We'll gaze between the thumbs, step your right foot forward. You can stay on the ball of the foot or bring that back heel flat. Do what feels good for you. We'll inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. 2, and 1. Let's open up for warrior B. 2, and 1. Now we're gonna come on the ball of the back foot, hands to the heart center, moving into balancing warrior. We'll roll the shoulders back, really anchor in the core. Exhale as you lean forward, and then we'll inhale, lift that back leg off the mat. You can keep your hands at your heart. You can reach your arms back, forward or out to the side, what feels good for you. 2, and 1. We're gonna take a giant step back. We'll inhale, reach the arms up high. Let's interlace your hands behind your back here. Roll the shoulders back and then lift your heart up. 2, and 1. Let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, we'll lower the hands down on either side of the foot. Stepping your right foot back to meet your left. Let's lower the body down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. Bringing the feet a little bit closer together again. We'll lift your left leg high, pointing your toe, bending your left knee to open up your hip, and maybe taking a few circles with that knee in one direction, and then going the other direction if that feels good. And then as you're ready, we'll gaze between the thumbs. We'll step your left foot between your hands, right foot flat. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, warrior A. 2, and 1. We're gonna open to warrior B. Bending into the knee, feeling the shoulder blades squeeze together. We're gonna slowly start to glide onto the ball of the back foot, hands to the heart center. We'll roll the shoulders back. Notice your breath. And then as you're ready, we're going to exhale as you lean forward, pressing through that left foot. Inhale, we'll lift the right leg off the mat. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to step that foot back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, you can interlace your hands behind your back. Maybe putting that opposite thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up. Exhale, we'll release as you lift up. And then lowering the hands down. Stepping your feet back, plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhaling. One more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Gazing between the thumbs, we'll walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold forward again. We're going to bend the knees and find Utkatasana chair pose. So inhale as you reach your arms up high. Keeping the knees bent. 2, 1, we'll bring the hands to the heart center. Standing. Samasthiti. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Once again, inhale. And exhale. We're going to release the hands down. We'll inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, we'll swan dive as you fold forward. Bending the knees again, we're going to find Utkatasana one more time. Beautiful. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale as you slowly come fold forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we'll lower the hands down. We'll walk or jump your feet back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. Gazing between the thumbs, we're going to step the right foot forward, left foot flat, pressing through the feet. We'll rise the arms all the way up, warrior A. Exhale, we'll lean forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, we're going to lift back up. Now we're going to open to warrior B, squeezing the shoulder blades together. 2, and 1. Now we're going to straighten your front leg. Let's slide your foot back about a footprint. We'll inhale, reach and lengthen back. You're going to take your right arm, you're going to sweep it along the horizon. Maybe take a little teeny bend in that front knee. Reach the arm forward, we'll lower the hand down for triangle shape. Reaching your left arm to the sky. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend into the knee, come back to warrior B. You might want to slide your foot a little bit further forward to make that more comfortable. We'll inhale, lengthen and lean it back. And then let's exhale. You're going to bring your forearm onto your thigh, and we'll sweep that left arm overhead, maybe looking at your palm if that's okay for your neck. Notice the breath. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to sweep that arm back. We'll inhale, lift back up to warrior B. Let's straighten the leg. We'll inhale, reach and lengthen back again. Now we're going to sweep the right arm along the horizon, bending back into the knee. This time, maybe bringing your hand inside your foot. If that doesn't feel good, just bring your forearm back on your thigh. We're going to take our left arm this time. You're going to turn your thumb down to the ground, and then let's bring your hand behind your back. So you can either bring it to the small of the back, or if it's available, you can grab onto your right thigh. Maybe looking up at the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to slowly release that left hand down inside the right foot. We're going to come on the ball of the back right foot. Let's have a little fun here. We're going to take a little push up with our leg forward. So we're going to lower down, and then we'll inhale, scoop your chest up, feeling that beautiful sensation into the right hip. 2, and 1. We're going to step your feet back, downward dog. Let's once again take the vinyasa if you'd like. If you need to rest, stay right here. Otherwise, you're going to come forward to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Gazing between the thumbs, we're going to step your left foot forward, right foot flat. We'll inhale, reach and sweep those arms up, warrior A. Exhale, you're gonna lean forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, we'll take your right arm, sweep it up and around as you come to warrior B. Readjust your feet. 2, squeeze the shoulders together. And 1, and now we're gonna inhale, we'll straighten the leg, slide your foot back a little bit, we'll lean back. We're gonna sweep the arm along the horizon. We'll inhale, reach forward, maybe taking a slight bend in that knee, and we'll lower the hand down for triangle pose. Reaching that right arm towards the ceiling, maybe looking up at your thumb. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna take a slight bend in the knee. You might need to readjust your feet a little bit, coming back to warrior B. We'll inhale, lengthen and lean it back. Exhale, you're gonna slowly keep the elbow bent. We'll bring the forearm onto the thigh as we sweep that right arm along the horizon, reaching it over your head. Maybe looking up at the palm if that feels okay for your neck. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna sweep that arm back. We'll reach back to warrior B. We're gonna straighten the leg, reach and lengthen back. Beautiful. Exhaling, you're gonna come back and bend into the knee, and then you'll either bring your forearm back down on your thigh or maybe bring that left hand inside your foot. Your right hand, you're gonna turn your thumb down and let's bring the back of the hand to the small of the back again, or reach for that hip crease. See what feels better for your shoulder, maybe looking up at the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. We'll unwind that right arm, bringing both hands inside the foot, coming on the ball of the back foot. We'll exhale as you lower down. Inhale, lift your chest up. Feeling that beautiful stretch in the hips. 2, and 1. We'll step the feet back, downward dog. Taking an inhale, and exhale. Again, inhale, and exhale. Let's inhale, come bring your body forward to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Another big deep inhale. Exhale, letting it go. One more deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Gazing between the thumbs, we'll walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, you'll fold forward. Let's bend the knees. We're gonna come to Utkatasana once again. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. We'll bring the hands to the heart. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, pausing. Finding your breath. 2, and 1. And then we're gonna slowly release and shake out a little bit. So we're gonna take about 3 more standing twists, and then we'll move down, take a balancing pose, and then move down towards the ground, just so you know what's coming. So let's inhale, we'll lift all the way up. We're gonna exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, we'll lower your hands down. We'll walk or jump your feet back, plank. Let's lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. So we're gonna inhale first to come onto our tippy toes, and we're gonna walk our feet about a footprint forward. So your stance is a little bit shorter. You're gonna keep the left foot right where it is, and we'll step your right foot between your hands. We'll begin by folding over a straight-ish right leg. It's fine if the knee is bent or you're on your fingertips so you can grab a little bit more space for your body. 2, and 1. We'll take a slight bend in the knee just to inhale, reach our body all the way up. We'll bring your right hand onto your hip, pull the hip back a little bit, lifting the left arm high, and then you're gonna exhale, lower your left hand, either right underneath the shoulder. You can bring it on your leg, or if you have the flexibility, you can also bring it outside your right foot. So see what feels good for your body. You're gonna pull your right hip back, maybe turn your head to the side, and if you want, you can reach your right arm to the sky. Notice, are you breathing? 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale, lower the hand down. For this next one, we're gonna take a giant step back. My suggestion, if you want to, is to begin by dropping down to the knee. So you'll see what's available to you and just do that. So number 1 is that you can just bring your left hand under your shoulder, reach your right arm to the sky. I'm gonna offer some more options. So this would be option 1. If you wanna go a little bit different, you can bring your left hand on your right knee, reach your right arm back. Last option here is to take the elbow outside the knee, maybe bring your hands to your heart center. You can stay right here, or perhaps lift that back leg off the mat, maybe looking up at the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. We'll unwind from here, stepping the feet back, downward dog. For this vinyasa, we'll do a little bit differently. So we're gonna come to plank. Let's drop down to the knees. Bring your hips to your heels for child shape. Let that spine release for a moment. We've been working really hard. So you can stay here if this feels good, or press to the tops of the feet, knees, lift your arms towards the ceiling. We'll exhale, bring your hands to your hips, roll the shoulders back, pressing the hips forward, leaning back a little bit. Let's take an inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, maybe stick out your tongue. Beautiful, let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift the arms all the way back up. If you're moving still, exhale, we'll lower back toward that child shape. If you're ready, we're gonna slowly start to come up to tabletop. We'll curl the toes under, back to downward dog. So moving to the left side, we're gonna step our feet up again about a footprint. Gazing between the thumbs, we'll step the left foot forward, this time right foot flat. Taking a little time here to fold over that straight left leg, feeling that beautiful sensation here. 3, you can always come onto your fingertips if you need more space. 2, and 1, we're gonna press through the feet, slight bend in that knee to lift your body all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bringing the left hand on the hip, we're gonna reach your right arm high as we begin to take revolved triangle shape again. So we'll exhale, either lower the right hand underneath the shoulder, onto the left leg, or outside the left foot. So see what feels better for you. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as it was on the other side. We'll pull the left hip back and maybe reach the left arm towards the ceiling. Notice your breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale, lower the hand down. Once again, you're gonna drop down to that right knee. You might need to readjust your feet a little bit, and we're gonna begin to move into another twist. So again, it can be the same as it was on the other side, or it can be different. So you can keep your right hand under your shoulder, left arm to the sky. You can, if you want, bring your right hand onto your left thigh, reach that left arm back. Or the last option here is we're gonna take the right elbow outside the knee, bring the hands to the heart center. You can keep your knee on the mat, or you can lift that right leg off the mat. And taking a few more breaths from here. 3, 2, and 1. We'll slowly start to unwind. Bring our feet back, downward dog. Again, let's take that other form of vinyasa that we just did. So we'll come to plank and then drop our knees down, hips to the heels for child shape. And again, if you really need to rest, please listen to your body. I'm gonna continue to move, but we'll be back here in just a moment. So if you're ready, you're gonna press to the tops of the feet and knees. We'll lift your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, we'll bring your hands to your hips. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together, push the hips forward, squeeze the glutes to protect the back. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Again. Clear out that throat so we can speak our truth. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, we're gonna come back to child shape. Just noticing, how is your body feeling? Hopefully it's feeling a little bit better than when we first began. Let's inhale, we're gonna come to tabletop. Curl the toes under, back to downward dog. Big, deep inhale. Exhale, letting it go. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Let's gaze between the thumbs. We'll walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward. Inhale, we'll reach all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Just honoring what you've done already. You've accomplished so much. So we're gonna take the balance from here, and I'm gonna offer you eagle pose today. It's a deep twist to help kind of unlock and release if we've had any stress in the body. So we'll begin by bringing the hands to the hips, feet a little bit apart, slight bend in the knees, and just make this available for you. My suggestion is to take your right leg, maybe watch me fall over it, this is harder on carpet. We're gonna wrap the right leg around the left. You might make a kickstand. If this is easy for you, you can also take a slight little bend in your left knee and then maybe wrap that right foot again. We'll reach your arms out wide And then we'll take your right arm underneath your left. So twisting up to unwind. Keep breathing, smile. 3, 2, and 1. We'll unwind, reach out, let go. Let's inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Doing the other side. We'll bring our hands to our hips again. You might need to readjust your feet a little bit. Feeling that stance, slight bend in the knees, and we'll take the left leg and you'll wrap it around the right. So maybe you're making a kickstand, maybe you're wrapping all the way around. We'll reach the arms out wide and then we'll take your left arm underneath your right arm. Beautiful, eagle pose. If you're on carpet like me, it's a little bit more challenging. 3, 2, and 1. We'll release and let go. Inhale up, exhale, hands to the heart. Really awesome. Okay, so from here, we're gonna come down to a seat. I'm gonna adjust the computer a little bit so you have a little bit better angle of me as we come to our seated shapes. So as you're ready, just come down to sitting and we'll extend our legs out in front of us. Yay. All right, so let's begin here. You're gonna move the fleshy part away from your sitting bones. You might wanna start with a slight bend in your knees. This can help protect your lower back. I'm gonna turn to the side today so you can see. So slight bend in the knees, we'll reach the arms up high, feel that rib cage move away from the hips, and then you're exhaling, you're gonna fold forward. Maybe reach your hands towards your feet. Now, if this is really easy for you, please feel free to stretch your legs out and fold a little bit deeper. But if it's challenging, go to the place where it feels good. You know, slight bend in the knees is a lot better than going like this and straightening the spine. So listen to what your body needs. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna inhale, we'll rise up. We're gonna slide your hands behind your hips, slight bend into the knees. We'll roll the shoulders back. If you have any shoulder issues, point your fingers out to the side, and we'll inhale, lift your hips up. Maybe let your head go back. 2, and 1. And we're gonna lower the hips back down to the ground. Let's take your right foot towards your left inner thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up. Again, feel free to bend that left leg a little bit as you reach towards the left foot. So again, listen, what do you need? Know that every day, every moment is always a little bit different, and appreciate where you are today. 3, 2, and 1. While we're here, let's lift up a little bit. We're gonna walk our fingers over to the left. Press down through the right knee as much as you can so you can feel that really nice stretch on the right side. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna keep your left hand where it is. We'll reach your right arm open, feel that chest open. And then you're gonna bring your right hand behind your back. So 2 options from here. Option 1 is to just take the left hand to the right knee and lift and twist. If you're having a lot of energy and wanna move a little bit more, you're gonna bring your right hand flat, lift your left arm to the sky, and then maybe press and lift your hips up, taking that beautiful stretch through the side of the body. 2, and 1, and then we're gonna slowly lower back down. We'll stretch both legs forward again. Hands to the side, slight bend into the knees, roll the shoulders back. We'll inhale, lift your hips up for that reverse table. 2, and 1. We're gonna exhale, lower your hips back down. Bringing the left leg straight this time, we'll bring your right foot towards that left inner thigh. We'll begin by inhaling, reaching up, exhaling as you move towards the straight leg. Beautiful, maybe chin to the chest, maybe nose to the knee. Listen to what your body needs. Breathe into the sensation, finding peace within. 2, and 1. And know that as more that you practice, the more space you start to develop in your body. So let's inhale up a little bit, and then we're gonna walk our hands over to the right. So you feel that really beautiful stretch to the left side of the body, maybe pressing that left knee down towards the ground. 3, 2, and 1. We'll keep your right hand down. We'll inhale, reach that left arm high, feeling your chest open up. And then we're gonna lower your left hand behind your left hip. 2 options from here. Right hand to the knee, maybe roll the shoulders back, or if you're wanting, again, that little bit more action, we'll place the left hand down and then inhale, lift the left or the right hand up and the hips up. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale as you lower back down. Bringing both legs in front of us. Let's inhale, reach the arms up high. We're going to reach for both toes, hopefully finding a little bit more space. Inhale, we're going to come right back up. We'll exhale, lower the hands behind you. Let's bend the knees once again. We'll inhale, lift your hips up, reverse table. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hips back down. From here, we're going to keep your right leg bent and we're going to stretch your left leg out. So I'm going to offer you again a few options here and do what's best for your body. It's not a big deal. Just appreciate where you are today. So let's inhale, reach the right arm up. So option 1 is to take that right hand and reach for your left big toe. Now, if you need more space than your right side, bring your right foot out a little bit wider. And then you can pull yourself forward. And you might feel a really interesting stretch there. If you want to take this a little bit further, what we're going to do is you're going to take your right arm, we'll reach that in front of your right leg, maybe around the right leg, and maybe try to find your left hand behind your back. You can fold forward from here too. This shape is called Marichasana A. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift up. Now we'll take this for a twist. So we're going to now take your right foot. If it's available to you, you can either bring it inside the knee or outside the knee. We'll take the left arm, wrap it around as you turn your torso to the right. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to slowly unwind from here. What I'm going to offer for you, you can try if you'd like to, or you can stay right here for another moment. We're going to bring both hands inside the right leg, over to the left, and then maybe lower your body down to the side. Might feel again on a really interesting stretch. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift up. We'll stretch the legs forward. Let's reach your arms up high. We'll exhale, reach for your toes. Inhale, you'll lift back up. Exhale, hands behind you. Again, you're going to bend your knees. Once again, let's lift the hips up, reverse table. So hopefully this is feeling easier. Exhale, you'll lower your hands down. If you don't like it, don't feel like you have to do it. Let's stretch your right leg forward. And then we're going to bring your left foot to a place that's comfortable for your hip, and we'll do this on the other side. So we'll begin by taking your left arm high, reaching for that right big toe. And again, if you need more space, bring your foot out a little wider, your knee out a little wider. So always adjust. If you feel good here, you can also take that left arm, you can wrap it around that left leg, and maybe try to find your right hand behind your back as you fold forward. Noticing your breath, being mindful of your body. What do you need? And if you need to back off, listen. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, rise up. Let's take that left foot. You can either bring it closer towards the knee or outside the right knee. And again, see what feels good. And we'll start to take a twist. So wrapping the right arm around the leg as you twist your torso to the left. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to unwind from here. We'll bring both hands maybe over to the right, and then perhaps coming down and taking that little stretch here. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift your body up. We'll bring both legs straight once again. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. This time, let's hold a little bit longer fold here, maybe grabbing on, maybe bringing your chin to your chest, feel the shoulders pull away from the ears. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift up. One last reverse table. Let's bend your knees, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift your heart up, maybe lift those hips up. 2, and 1. And then exhale, we'll lower back down. From here, we're going to bring the soles of your feet together, knees a little bit apart. You might want to rock from side to side so that feels good. For some reason, this doesn't feel good for your body, please offer your body another shape. You don't have to do exactly what I'm saying. So I personally like to bring my feet a little bit further forward than my hips. I don't like to pull in really tight, but listen, what do you need today? Okay, so just see what that is for you. We'll roll the shoulders back. You can close your eyes and just sit with a straight spine. Or if it would feel good, you can start to fold forward. If you find that your knees are up a lot higher than your hips and you got a lot of space, what you can do is start to slide your arms inside your legs too as you pull your head down. So see what you need. If it's pretty easy for you, you can also take your elbows in towards the inner thighs and start to press the knees down to the ground. Maybe even open the feet up like a book. And on the sole, it says how cool you are. You walk on your soul all day long. We need to give it a little love. 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, rise all the way up. Let's bring the knees together, and then we're gonna start to make our way onto our backs. So as you come onto your back, maybe squeeze your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, appreciating your body. What a gift that we're able to take the time out to do this. Beautiful. So let's take a couple yogi bicycles just to work the core a little bit. We'll take some back bends and a final twist before we move into Shavasana. So we'll begin here. We're gonna start to bring both feet on the ground, kind of realign and position your body. We'll interlace your hands behind your head, and then let's lift the knees up so they're right over your hips today. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna exhale, stretch the right leg forward, and maybe bring your right elbow to the left knee. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, left leg forward, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhaling, we're just gonna go from side to side from here. So go at the pace of your own breath. Exhaling on the way up, inhale on the way down. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Last one, and very last one. Beautiful. So let's take a moment. We'll pause here, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Bring your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart. And just let yourself soften. Take a breath. Done really great work today. We still have a little bit more work to do. We're not done quite yet, but we're almost there. So we'll start now to take a few back bends. If back bends aren't a great option for you, you can hang out here. So listen to what your body needs. So if you'd like to back bend with me, we're gonna take about 3 to 4 back bends, again, just depending on how long you'd like to hold. So we're gonna inhale, lift your knees up towards the ceiling. See if you can get your feet about hip distance apart and walk your heels as close as you can towards your bottom. We're gonna reach our fingers and see if we can reach towards the heels. We'll roll the shoulders back, press to the back of the head, maybe feel the chin tilt away from the chest. You're gonna start to squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom, start to feel your tailbone, maybe start to lift up, and then we'll inhale, lift up 1 vertebra at a time. You can roll your shoulders underneath you, keep your arms alongside your body, or maybe try to reach your fingers for your heels. Feeling your hips lift up high. Keep pressing. 3, feeling more space in your body. 2, and 1, and then we're gonna slowly lower back down 1 vertebra at a time. Let your tailbone hit last. Be mindful in the movement. Noticing the breath. And we're gonna do that again. So you can do the exact same shape, or I'm gonna offer you a little bit else if you'd like to try. So just listen to what you need today. It's not a big deal. Press through the feet. We'll tilt the tailbone up towards the knees, engage the glutes. We'll inhale, lift your hips up, and then perhaps interlacing your hands behind your back and then rolling the shoulders underneath you a little bit more. Now you can stay right here, but sometimes, especially if you want to stretch the front of the thighs or the quad muscles, come onto your tippy toes and see if you can lift up a little bit higher. And usually that gives a really nice stretch through the fronts of the legs. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly release. We'll lower down 1 vertebra at a time, letting the tailbone come down last. You might have to readjust your arms. Let yourself release. Take a sigh. All right, so let's take another back bend. And if you move a little bit quicker than me, that's absolutely fine. So you can lift into either of the 2 that we've already done. So arms alongside the body, lifting the hips up. Maybe the hands are touching the heels or interlacing the hands behind the back. The other option, if you want to, is to do a full extension of a back bend. So my suggestion from here is we want to bring our feet a little bit wider, maybe pigeon toe the feet and knock the knees together to begin to find your stance. We'll lift the arms up, roll the shoulders underneath you. Then we're going to bend the elbows, fingers towards the shoulders. We're going to squeeze the shoulders together. My suggestion is to lift your hips up first, like we already did, and then maybe press up with straight arms and straight legs, if that feels good. If this is challenging for you, not to worry. This might be your first time ever doing this, or maybe you haven't done it since you've been 10. 2 and 1, and then we're going to slowly come back down again. Oh, very good. Now, if you want to take one more of those, please feel free to do that on your own right now. Or if you're like, I need to rest, let your body rest. I'm just taking a few deep breaths. Notice how you're feeling. Giving yourself the time and the appreciation and the energy that you need. Let yourself feel good. So hopefully you've made your way down. If you've done another back bend, if you're still doing the back bend, please let yourself stay there as long as you'd like. And my next thing is that we're going to do is we're going to offer our twist, and then we'll move into our final rest. So I will offer a twist to you, but if you'd like to take another variation, please listen to that for your body. So my suggestion today is to stretch the left leg out. We'll bring the right knee in to the chest, and then reach your right arm to the side and start to bring the left knee over to the right. And you don't have to go very far. Maybe try to keep both shoulders onto the ground. You can keep your gaze up towards the ceiling, or if it feels good, maybe looking over towards your right hand. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to turn your head back to neutral. We'll slowly start to unwind as you stretch the right leg out. As we start to move to the other side, so squeezing that left knee into the chest. And then as you're ready, bringing the left knee over towards the right as far as that feels good, keeping both shoulders grounded and maybe turning your head towards your left hand. And again, just noticing how that feels for your body, adjusting to make it feel better. 2 and 1. And then we're going to slowly, as you're ready, you're going to release and unwind. And the last thing that we're doing is we're going to squeeze everything in. Maybe bring your nose toward your knees. Maybe squeeze your face. Squeeze all the muscles, really tense up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then you're going to exhale and release, and let your self come to lay on your back. Let your eyes close. The hard work is done. And now it's time to tune into our breath and just start to let go. So let's begin with a breathing exercise. We're going to breathe into the belly, and then breathing into the rib cage, breathing into the chest, and taking more breath in to breathe all the way to the crown of your head. Feel the whole body expand. And then you're going to exhale from the crown of the head, letting the chest soften, the rib cage soften, and the belly soften. So I'll guide you through a few more of those breaths. Inhaling belly, rib cage, chest. Taking more breath in, breathing all the way to the crown of the head. And then exhaling, crown of the head, chest, rib cage, belly. Inhaling belly, rib cage, chest, crown of the head. Exhaling, crown of the head, chest, rib cage, belly. So starting to find that flow of the breath for you, allowing the body to slow down. And one of the things I really like about that breath, I almost feel like it's the ocean waves starting to rise up over my body. And then exhaling as it slowly starts to wash away what I no longer need. Again, following that breath for you. Letting that be the focus of the awareness as I guide the body into a bit more relaxation. So slowly starting to feel the toes and the feet release. Keep breathing. Feeling your ankles soften. Allowing the calves and shins to let go. Feeling the knees soften, fronts and backs, and all the ligaments and tendons that support your knees. Starting to feel the upper legs soften, the quads, the hamstring. Allowing the glutes to soften, the hips, the lower back and sacrum. Just feeling the belly move with your breath. Inviting all the internal organs to soften and thank them for the wonderful job they do for you all the time, without even being told they have to. Feeling your middle back soften as you continue to breathe. Allowing the muscles and the tendons around the rib cage to release. Feel your heart center soften, front and back. The upper chest out to the collarbone. And the upper back and shoulder blades soften. Feeling your shoulders soften, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the hands, the thumbs and fingers. Feeling everything soften. You bring the awareness to the notch at the base of the throat. Feeling your throat and neck soften. The sides of the neck, the back of the neck, the back of your head. Feeling the crown of the head soften, the sides of the head and ears. Feeling your forehead release, the eyebrows and the space between the eyebrows. Letting the temples soften. Letting your eyes soften, the cheeks, the nose, the mouth, the jaw, the chin. Feeling the breath still moving from the belly, the rib cage, the chest to the crown of the head. And then maybe as you exhale, letting it exhale all the way down through the whole body and releasing out through the feet. Just feeling this beautiful flow of breath. Allowing yourself to feel grateful for taking this time out of your day for you, so you can connect with your true self. Releasing tension, finding the breath, quieting the mind, realigning with it. Just breathing and releasing and softening. Honoring where you are today. Possibly giving yourself a sweet smile on your face, and allow that smile to enter your heart. And as we feel the smile enter our heart, let it move through the bloodstream into every cell of our body. Feeling this sense of joy, this sense of connection, this sense of peace within. Still breathing. And with your awareness into the heart, also take a moment. If there's anyone that you in your life that's struggling right now, that needs extra attention or healing, that you would just like to send a moment of gratitude for, with the awareness in the heart, just let yourself bring that person or that being into mind. If you're really comfortable, please let yourself stay here for a few more moments. If you feel like you're ready to finish our practice and begin to move back into your day, maybe begin to feel your fingers and toes wiggle a little bit. Still being aware of the breath, and perhaps rotating the wrists and ankles. Sometimes it feels good to turn your head from side to side. So again, just appreciating where you're at, whether you're seated or you're on the ground, laying down. If you'd like, you can also start to reach and stretch your body, just wiggling and finding that beautiful space back within again, maybe squeezing the knees towards the chest, giving yourself a hug, thanking and appreciating you for taking this time out for yourself. Perhaps staying again, feel free to stay laying down or staying where you're at, but if you want to roll over to one side or the other side and make your way up to a comfortable seat, maybe try to keep the eyes closed or the gaze really soft and internal. We'll bring our hands to our heart center. And just taking a moment to honor all of the aspects of yourself. Honoring the time, honoring the breath, the body, the mind, the emotions, your energy, and honor the things even that you find challenging. Befriend them. They will become less of an obstacle. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through our practice today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and weekend. I look forward to seeing you soon. The divine light and energy in me connects with the divine light and energy in each of you. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording.